Welcome to episode 75. Arnold Milchan, the world's only spy self-made billionaire, 6 lessons. This is an outline of episode 75. Lesson number 1, he was a lucky spy. Jonathan Pollard, probably spying the same secret for Israel, was not so lucky and spent 30 years in jail.
What this means is a couple of things. His lawyers say that he is going to ask President Obama to grant him clemency so that he can leave the United States if he wants to. We have a statement that is attributed to Mr. Pollard from his attorneys, and I'll read briefly what he has to say. He says Mr. Pollard is looking forward to being reunited with his beloved wife Esther. She lives in Israel, Wolf, as you know, and he is deeply grateful to his long-standing pro bono lawyers. We should also note that this has been a big issue for the state of Israel. The Israeli Prime Minister, the Israeli government has already been publicly tweeting their thanks, that they are grateful that this is finally coming to pass. Again, Wolf, this is a formality. This is something that the U.S. Parole Commission was expected to do in advance of November 21st.
Lesson number 2, celebrity spy in overseas is not rare. For example, Julia Child, the most famous American chef. She was an American spy overseas during World War II.
Child was hired and stationed in China, making $2,600 a year to spy for the U.S.
Julia McWilliams.
The file of Julia McWilliams, her maiden name, was revealed to the world. It showed the woman known as the French chef was really a spy in her younger years.
Lesson number 3, find a mentor. He found Eliott Kastner, or Eliott Kastner found him. Kastner was already an established movie producer in Hollywood when the two met. Kastner was 14 years older than Milchan, and Kastner became his mentor.
There was, sorry, it's a long answer, but I'll take all your time. I'm not, we can stay here. So a guy comes in, and I'm in a small restaurant in Israel, and he said, "Are you Arnold Milchan?" And I was a boy, I was 21, 2 or 3. I said, "Yeah." He said, "I heard a lot about you. My name is Eliott Kastner." Now, Eliott was at that time a very famous producer and a big hustler. But he, at that time, was producing a movie, The Missouri Breaks, with Marlon Brando and Jack Nicholson, if I remember. And he said, "You know, I'm doing a movie now with Elizabeth Taylor, and she keeps asking about you." He was doing Little Night Music in Austria. I said, "Elizabeth Taylor really knows about me?" He said, "Yeah, and she wants to, do you want to come and with me to Austria?" And I said, "Oh, wait a minute." I went to the phone, to the bathroom. I called my mother. I said, "Mom, you won't believe it. Elizabeth Taylor wants to meet me." Next day, I was on a plane in Austria. I did meet her, but I didn't realize that he had a plan. And before I knew it, I signed to finance 3 movies. One of them was selected one of the worst movies ever.
Lesson number 4, start small. He did 300 commercials before he ventured into films.
And
movie stars were
so
making,
we did Isabella Gianni and
for Woollit. For Woollit, yeah. I remember.
And after about 300 commercials, I started to get some courage, and that's how I started.
Lesson number 5, movie is a tough business. I'm a junkie. It is very hard to make money in movies. Milchan said he would make 5 times more money if he had put his money in the bank instead.
And when he was asked about making money and making movies, here is what Milchan had to say. "The movie business stinks. If somebody asked me what's a good way to make money, I would say stay away from the movie business, period. All you pray is to break even or make a little bit. If I took all the money and put it in the bank, I'd make 5 times more without risk. But I'm a junkie."
Lesson number 6, Movie flops or failures are unavoidable. For example, in 1984, he produced the movie Once Upon a Time in America with the Best Director, Sergio Leone, and Best Actor, Robert De Niro. The budget was $30 million. The box office was $5.3 million. He lost a lot of money. He almost lost $25 million. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and write your comments and questions below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.